Hi, it's Fab Poli here. Welcome back to Biz Jet TV. Today we're going to be talking about flight shame or gain. Lots of talk about flight shame in the press recently, so we're going to talk about what's going on, about private jets and what they do. But before we get into the subject for today's episode, I would like to encourage you to subscribe to Biz Jet TV if you haven't done so already. This is a channel all about private aviation. Lots of interesting content here. Have a whiz around, have a look at the other content that we have here. Very, very interesting. Comment below, give us a thumbs up after the end of this episode. So let's talk about what's happening with this flight shame, pioneered by Greta Sundberg, this teenager, 16 years old from Sweden, who just traveled to the United Nations to address everybody and say how disgusting business is today and how bad this whole thing is with climate change, and we're not doing anything about it, and companies just think about making money, blah, 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 blah. And of course in America you've got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, this congresswoman from New York. She's going on and on about this new Green Deal, and both of these young ladies are going on and on about how bad air travel is. In fact, in Sweden, people have been listening to her, and air travel is down by 3.8%, while the rest of Europe is up by 4.4%. Yes, the Swedes have decided to dump the plane for the train. So Sweden is going a lot slower. So this young lady, Greta, traveled to the United Nations to address everybody. She's only 16 years old. I think she's the puppet in the hands of certain people. And, you know, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, up until the other day, she was a waitress in New York, and now she's suddenly a congresswoman. The media are giving a lot of attention to both these women, but you know, they're going on about this flight shame. Flight shame, it's disgusting. These airplanes pollute the air, and of course private jets even worse. Prince Harry here in the UK was just criticised a lot by the media because he's travelling by private jet and the carbon footprint, blah, 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 blah. But what people don't know, and I'm here now to educate you a little bit, to find out, you know, what is actually really happening, why these people are flying by private jet. Now, you're watching this, maybe you're watching from the United States, maybe you do your shopping at Walmart. And why would people shop at Walmart and not some other grocery store? Because Walmart offer cheaper prices. You can buy the same fruit and veg and other items that you need to feed your family and, you know, keep your house going and whatnot in Walmart, and Walmart can keep their prices down. But guess what? Walmart also own and operate one of the largest fleets of private jets. So did you know that one? So if you can get low prices at Walmart, it's thanks to their uses of private jets. Click on the link above, which will drive you to the video I did about this a while back, and you can find out about how Walmart used private jets to build the business. And if you haven't read the biography of Sam Walton, I encourage you to do so, because in that book he explains how he used private aviation to build his business to where it is today. So this is interesting. We also have Elon Musk, and you can click on the video above about my video about Elon Musk and his use of private jets, and there's lots of other examples as well. The National Business Aviation Association in the United States, the NBAA, did some research recently, and they discovered that people that fly by private jet actually say they are 20% more productive work-wise when they're flying by the private jet than when they are in the office. Interesting fact. Productivity increases, but when they travel by commercial airlines, they are 36% less productive. So productivity increases when you travel by private jet. Other interesting facts, Nexa Advisors did a report on the S&P 500, discovering that those businesses that use private aviation outperform those that don't by a whopping 70%. Another interesting fact. And then 42% of business aircraft are flown to towns with little or no airline service. So these are the reasons why people are using private aviation. So yes, I agree that 3 people flying on a private jet across the Atlantic, their carbon footprint is a lot bigger than those flying on a airliner or those in a rowing boat. Because, you know, rowing boats, that carbon footprint there is 0. So Greta, maybe you should tell people to go by rowing boat. Because if you go by boat, guess what? Boats, cruise ships burn fuel. So maybe we should go by rowing boat. Maybe we should buy a canoe. But you know what's going to happen? That's going to slow everything down. You know, in order to improve society, we need to speed things up. Now, I agree that airplanes pollute the air, But, you know, there's a lot of technology being developed. And I'm sure, and if you just look at the history of aviation, the history of jet engines, the jet engine that's being produced today, the new jet engine that Rolls-Royce is building, for example, is a lot more efficient than the engine that was produced 50 years ago, 60 years ago. It burns less fuel, it doesn't pollute as much, etc., etc. So technology is getting better, and as technology improves, this technology pollutes the air a lot less. So we are moving in that direction, but speed is the key. So if you need to jet around the world with your own private jet like Elon Musk does, doing all these deals for his electric cars, doing all these deals for this electric technology that he's bringing, you know, with solar panels and batteries and whatnot into houses, where houses will be able to do away with gas and use solar panels, where people will be able to do away with their car that runs on diesel or petrol and now runs on electricity. You know, these things are going to happen more and more and more if you allow the entrepreneurs to fly by aeroplane. So the question is, flight shame or gain? Well, I'm telling you, no plane, no gain. So the private jet, as the statistics have proved, the private jet is a wealth multiplier. Okay, not only a wealth multiplier, it allows entrepreneurs to develop new inventions, new products, which overall improve the world. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Yes, there are some evil people out there, or people that, you know, just use the private jet to go to New York to have their hair done because they prefer the hairdresser in New York than the one in London. And you do get people that, and you get people using private jets to do bad things. But, you know, at the end of the day, okay, some people are using private jets to do good things. I mean, if we look at the recent hurricanes that have happened, some people said, okay, send my jet out to go and pick people up, to send my jet out with a load of food on board and medical supplies to go and help these people. There's a lot of that going on, okay? But then we also saw people fly an airplane into a building. So, you know, things can be used in the positive and the negative. It's the same with guns. People can use a gun to walk into a supermarket and kill 50 people, or people can use a gun to protect their family when a burglar enters the home with a gun or tries to rape their daughter and whatever, and they have a gun in the house and they take the burglar out. So like all things, you know, things that have been invented can be used for good things or for bad things. The gun's not the problem, the airplane's not the problem, the car's not the problem is in the person. So it's all about mindset, it's all about the people. So going back to Greta Thunberg, the 16-year-old from Sweden, she really needs to educate herself. She's not educated enough, I don't think. Same with Alexandria Cortez, and obviously the mainstream media jumping on the bandwagon, you know, promoting these two people and their stupid agenda. They haven't taken the time to study this and look at the real core facts about air travel, about private jets, and how private jets are making the world a better place. And they really are. I'm not saying this because I'm in the private jet industry, but let's just look at the facts. You are shopping at Walmart. Well, if you're shopping at Walmart and you're buying your groceries at Walmart, it's thanks to the use of private jets. Now I've told you this, maybe you're not going to shop at Walmart anymore. Well, if you want to go and spend more money in Whole Foods, go and spend more money in Whole Foods. But you know, Walmart have done a lot for the world, and they've managed to do that because they use private aviation. And as I said, 42% of business aircraft are flown to towns with little or no airline service. This saves these people a stack of time. And by saving these people a stack of time, guess what else happens? These people can be home with their families. They can spend more time with their families. When husbands and wives spend more time together, especially together with their kids, you know what happens? Families get stronger. And when families get stronger, society gets stronger, a country gets stronger, an economy gets stronger. And so there you go. There's another advantage of the private jet, keeping families together. And think of Grant Cardone. Grant flies all over the world with his private jet, and he takes his wife and he takes his 2 daughters with him. And again, because he's traveling by private jet, he takes his family with him wherever he goes, which allows him to spend more time with his family. So there you go. So the private jet, there is no, you know, flight shame or gain. The private jet is all about gain. It depends on how you use it and the mindset and the way you approach it. Because it's a very, very valuable business tool. It's a tool that will increase your lifestyle, improve everything, and at the same time allow you to perform at your best, come up with those ideas and inventions and new businesses that will make the world a better place. And that's all from Fab Poli here at Biz Jet TV. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to Biz Jet TV, give us just a thumbs up, comment below, and if you didn't like what I said, tough luck. That's all from Fab Poli at Biz Jet TV. I'll see you on the next one.